Let's mount up.
Hey everyone, it's October 6th. Welcome back for those of you who came back. I did notice that the views each day have progressively gotten lower, so that means I'm doing a good job of boring you guys, so that's awesome. But you know what, I'm going to keep trucking along here. It has been really good motivation to make myself work on stuff each day, so I'm going to keep doing them. It's lunchtime for me, lunch hour. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can bust out some work here, get something done, and let's get to it. All right. I got the trim put on this side here. Very exciting, I know. Alright, so I went ahead and did a little work here on the back of the facade. I pre-drilled all the holes for this bracing here and got that installed. And then I went ahead and marked the holes so that I can easily find them when we set it up. And I did the same thing along here. Pre-drilled. Some of these guys were obviously already screwed in. And then I added a couple more for good measure. And then what I did is I added on these little blocks here. I screwed them into the bottom flat. I did this on both sides, and that way when we go to put this thing up, that'll give it, we can set this up into this brace. We'll attach this bracing on first on the bottom, and then we can set it in place, and this will help to guide it. That way it's not flying around when we lift it up there. So I'm hoping that that will help with that. Alright guys, I got a story for you. This is the target board that I've been building. I've made probably about three or four of them so far. This is the little nano that goes inside, and then this hooks into the targets to power them and all that good stuff. So today I got my power supplies in the mail. I had ordered these from China, so they finally showed up, which was great. I wanted to test it out and see how it worked. So I plugged it in and heard a crackle, and I could smell burning plastic. So turns out that it fried the IR receiver in here, right? Well, I'd actually had this problem a couple weeks ago when I was testing things out. I thought maybe I had just soldered wrong. I actually fried both of the receivers in these guys. So I thought that maybe I had a bad nano, right? Because I ordered these from China too. You never know on the quality control on these guys, and I have to solder all these pins up. So there's definitely, I'm a novice at all this, so there's definitely a chance for some errors there. But it turns out the problem is just in my design here. This board, you plug this in and it powers the board, right? There's these two wires here, that's a ground and a power. That brings power into this nano. And then the way I set this up is I have power going directly from the input here up to the target, and basically what's happening is I'm frying the IR receiver because these can only handle 5 volts. You get 5 volts off the nano board, which is how I had it on all of my little prototypes. But when I actually tried to build the thing, I didn't think my way through it enough, and basically I ran into this issue with that. So I'm gonna have to go through and fix these boards. I should be able to just move this red wire over to the 5 volt out on the nano, and that should solve the problem, and then I will have to replace the infrared receivers in these targets. So yeah, it's definitely a learning experience working with electronics. That's it for today, guys. I did some more soldering tonight on the target boards. Lori carved out another pumpkin. I didn't film it just because it wasn't real exciting. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate your comments and encouragement. Definitely trying to keep moving forward here, and looking forward to Saturday when we actually start setting up outside. It's going to be really, really cool. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.